That match against Brazil, you were absolutely insane in goal. The All Whites may have gone down 4-0, but your performance in goal was exceptional. Your memories of that game, because you're coming up against Brazil. I mean, this was a team who they bloody had Nike commercials with them running around an airport juggling a ball, for goodness sake, around the '98 World Cup. They were basically household names, and here you are trying to stop them from scoring. That must have been an incredible sensation.
Yeah, you had to pinch yourself at the time because, like you said, it was their final game, I think, before the World Cup. So before they went into the group stages of the World Cup, and they started their best 11, and it was quite surreal shaking hands with those guys at the start of the match and walking along the line, seeing their faces and just the atmosphere as well in the stadium with all the drums and music and things like that. And yeah, it's funny, people say you must have been nervous and how scary, but when I guess no one's expecting much from myself, there's actually a little pressure on you and you can go out and enjoy it. And if I make a couple of saves, then it's a bonus. And you know, like you said, they were on top of their game, and it's another experience that I'm so thankful to have.
Did you manage to secure any Brazilian merchandise? Like whose shirt or shorts or boots did you manage to pilfer?
Yes, that's an interesting question. No, I was mature enough not to fight a teammate for Dita's jersey, the Brazilian goalkeeper I got, and I only mention that because there are rumours that there were teammates of mine fighting for Ronaldinho, Kaka, Adriano's jerseys, which I guess is understandable. And I'm not sure if those guys like Jeremy Christie and David Mulligan are still speaking with each other, but look, it was certainly something when you come up against those teams. You dream about swapping jerseys at the end of the game and telling your grandkids about it in years to come.
After the game, and you guys are desperate, you're just clamouring for Brazilian memorabilia. What were they like? Did they want Mulligan's shirt? I mean, or did they like, no, actually, I'm fine, I'm okay, I don't need this?
Well, David will tell you they did want his jersey, and I'm sure they did. David was a fantastic player in his own right. But I think those guys are used to it. I've been lucky enough to play against Spain, Italy, Chile, Brazil, being a part of the national team, and against guys that you see on TV week in, week out at the highest level in the world. And, they I suppose, used to, swapping jerseys at the end of the game and posing for photos and things like that. And most of them are quite humble enough to do it. And I haven't come across anyone, even David Beckham, when we were lucky enough to play against him for the Phoenix in Wellington. They give up their time to fellow professionals just as much as any fans.
The World Cup qualifiers against Peru, and when the All Whites went over there in the second leg, you guys experienced some haranguing, for want of a better term. I mean, the flights over the top of the hotel, fireworks exploding in the middle of the night, laser beams in the players' eyes on the pitch on game day. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, you're right with all of that. That's all true. And to think that we give them a nice, warm, traditional welcome when they arrive into New Zealand. We give them police escorts to their hotels and, make sure everything is really nice and comfortable for them is a little bit hard to swallow as well, because from the minute you leave our shores and you're heading over there, from the pilot having to do a few extra circles in the sky waiting for the runway to open, because the people controlling the runway are out there having a kick on the runway and are in no rush to get off so you can land. And then the bus driver coincidentally gets the bus stuck in first gear, so he can't go faster than 10 or 15 k's an hour to the hotel. And if you get my drift, it just continues. Everyone is against you, from the bus driver to the head of the Air Force that thought it was the right time to do some Air Force training flyovers past our hotel at 3 or 4 a.m. So again, you look back at those things, and that's why we love the game. Honestly, football, I'm not sure you'd get that sort of attention, that sort of passion for any other game in the world, really, and especially when you go to South America, parts of Europe, where the whole country is behind their team, and that's the lengths they'll go to. That's why I couldn't leave the game. This is why I still want to coach at the highest level. If I'm fortunate enough to coach overseas in the future, those are the things I'll love doing every week.